Okay, so coming off the awesome Model 3 event we were just at, we wanted to go over some different options they offer and what they actually are currently offering. We were able to check out the press kit and thought we'd go over all the options and exactly what it will cost and when you will get it.
So the cars that we all saw delivered last Friday on the 28th were the new Model 3 with the long-range battery, which is a $9,000 option over the shorter range battery. And that long range battery is going to give you about 310 miles of range. Deliveries have already begun and have been available to employees right now. They'll be available to regular customers in the coming months. Model 3 with the long range battery does have an upgraded charger compared to the one with the shorter range battery. The long range battery will come with a charger that has a 40 amp capabilities and will allow you to charge at up to 37 miles per hour on a regular 240 volt outlet.
Compared to the standard range battery, which will have a 220 mile range, and like David said, the 32 amp charger rather than the 40 amp charger.
That is a step down from what the Model S and the Model X offer. Originally when the Model S came out, it offered a 40 amp charger, or you could get double chargers, which would let you charge it up to 80 amps at home. When the refreshed Model S came out and the Model X, it actually only had a 48 amp charger, which then had a 50% increase up to 72 that you could enable. Those are good if you think you need to charge that fast, but really we only charge our S's at about 30 or 32 amps as it is, because my commute's short enough that even at 30 amps it only takes me an hour to charge round trip for work every day. And Eric's, I think, is slightly longer charge every day, but 32 amps on the Model 3 is still going to be fine for, I'm sure, most people. The only time you're really going to need those higher amps, like 40 amps, is if you do have a really long commute every day. And something to remember is that 32 or 40 amp charger doesn't affect you at all when you're supercharging. It's bypassed, and you only need to worry about it if you're charging at home.
Yeah, that's a really good point, is a lot of people think that will affect their supercharging. It will not.
While the built-in 32 amp or 40 amp chargers don't affect how fast you supercharge, the size of the actual battery does affect how fast you supercharge. And of course the one with the longer range battery will supercharge slightly faster than the smaller short range battery.
Just like the Model S and X, the 75s will charge at a slower rate because they start to slow down their charging as they reach full so that they don't overcharge, whereas like the 90 or 100 will start to charge a lot faster in the beginning, will still taper off, but just at a slower rate. So about that supercharging rate, the standard battery on a supercharger will get roughly 130 miles of range per 30 minutes, which the bigger battery, which they're calling the long range, will get roughly 170 miles of range per 30 minutes. So the battery size does affect how fast it will supercharge. The performance between the standard battery and the long-range battery are different. The 0 to 60 second on the standard battery is going to be 5.6 seconds, along with a top speed of 130 miles an hour.
And the long-range car is going to have a top speed of 140 miles an hour and let you get 0 to 60 in 5.1 seconds.
5.6 seconds is still extremely fast. You're going to have no problem.
So currently the long-range battery cars are the only ones that are available. All include the premium upgrades package. So that's going to be the base price is $35,000, plus it costs $9,000 to add the long-range battery. Then on top of that, you're going to have the $5,000 for the premium upgrades package. Brings you up to $49,000. You're going to also have to add the documents and deliveries, which is probably going to still cost the $1,200, which they charge on the Model S and the Model X. So that's going to bring you right over $50,200. That premium upgrade package is going to give you the upgraded interior with more premium materials throughout the cabin of the car.
It will also give you the heated seating and cabin, so all your seats will be heated, your steering wheel will be heated, all that fun jazz. And also the front two seats will be power seats.
Another thing that the premium upgrade package is going to give you is the premium audio system, which has more power, more amps, more tweeters, more speakers. We don't know the details on how many of those speakers you're going to have, but it is going to be a step above the radio that's available without the premium upgrades package.
And the premium package will include a tinted glass roof, whereas if you don't get the premium upgrades package, you're gonna just have a solid metal roof. And the glass roof, if you've never been in one, it's super impressive. Go check it out before you completely naysay that. And then you'll also get like your auto dimming lights, your heated side mirrors, LED fog lamps. You'll get a center console with covered storage and docking for 2 smartphones, versus the Model S and X only have it for 1. So that's kind of cool. So standard options that will be included on all battery sizes, all Model 3s, 15-inch touchscreen display, which is now horizontal. Dual zone climate control system, which if you haven't seen, check my video in the description below. But when we were at the event, I live streamed it actually, and you could see exactly how to control it on the touchscreen. Super cool, like Dyson Airblade technology. It was really cool. I'm super excited for that.
And also it looks like the Model 3 will include FM internet streaming radio, just like the Model S and X. Base seating is going to be textile or cloth. If you do upgrade to the premium upgrades package, it will include a synthetic material, exactly like the white synthetic seating that's currently available in the Model S and the Model X.
So it should have a total of 4 USB, 2 for the front, 2 for the rear.
2 for the rear. Also in the rear, they no longer have the pop-out cup holders that are available in the Model S and the Model X. Now they've got a fold-down armrest, so the center seat in the rear folds down and you have 2 cup holders right there.
Along with the door pockets, which I think you can easily put a water bottle in.
And one thing to note about that fold-down armrest is it does not look like it has a pass-through. So if you have skis or something, you're not going to be able to pass them through there. It does have a 60/40 seat.
So other things are going to just be your onboard maps and navigation, your Wi-Fi, LTE connectivity, your keyless entry, the key card. Super excited for that. Voice-activated controls, Bluetooth hands-free calling, obviously media storage, the backup camera, auto-dimming rearview mirror, your one-touch power windows throughout the car, power adjust side mirrors, and your 12-volt power outlet in the center console there. Standard stuff, nothing really new there.
Also with Model 3, it's going to have the same Autopilot hardware as the S and X, so it's going to have those 8 cameras with 3 in the front, 2 on the B pillars, and 2 up on the front. It's also going to have those ultrasonic sensors. It looks like the Model 3 will only have 2 latch anchors, so I guess you're only going to be able to include 2 car seats in the back seats of the Model 3 versus the 3 that are available in the Model S. Tire pressure monitoring system, anti-theft alarm system, child safety locks, anti-lock brakes, electronic parking brake, and electronic stability and traction control.
So the other cool thing is they released the paint colors. If you do not want to pay for paint, you're going to end up with a solid black. That is their free option. Other paid options, which are all $1,000 a piece, are going to be the Midnight Silver Metallic, the Deep Blue Metallic, the Silver Metallic, the Pearl Multicoat White, and the Red Multicoat.
And those last 2 multicoats, the Pearl White and the Red, are slightly cheaper than what it costs on the Model S, where those and the Model X, where those cost $1,500 instead of $1,000.
Yo, so you're getting a deal with the Model 3. You're gonna have your 18-inch standard aero wheels. Those are included. I like those, but you can upgrade to the 19-inch Sports for $1,500. Again, a great option. Not sure how much the 19 Sport is going to affect the range though. Kind of like the 19 and the 21s on the S.
Yeah, we haven't seen any statistics on that yet. It will also be interesting to see if those Sport wheels will be, if they'll have the same bolt pattern as on the S and X, and maybe you'll be able to swap those out on your S, or can you move your slipstreams or your other wheels from the S over to the 3?
If those 19-inch Sport tires for the Model 3 can fit on an S, I'm buying a set.
You know what? I wonder too if like the T Sportline wheels would.
Oh yeah, so T Sportline has their 19-inch rims that I actually have on my car too. Those might fit. We're not shown the bolt pattern of the Model 3 yet though, so
those would look nice.
To be determined.
Plus those do come in other colors. So.
I know. That would look really nice.
Okay, it looks like the Model 3 pricing for enhanced autopilot and full self-driving will be the same price as the options on the S and X, where enhanced autopilot is going to cost $5,000, and that will allow you to do pretty much highway driving. It will keep you in the lane, keep you centered, automatically do your speed. For full self-driving, that's going to still run $3,000, and that will allow you to do more hands-off driving, supposedly. We're assuming right now that those are still going to have additional costs if you don't add them when you first order the car. So while they may only be $5,000 and $3,000 now, they might end up costing you a total of $6,000 and $4,000 later, so maybe $10,000 total if you add those to the car at a later time. And if you are trying to keep the cost of the car down, if you are looking at the $35,000 Model 3, trying to keep with the basics, that is one way you can kind of save on your initial spending and only pay like the $35,000 plus a few other physical options which require the hardware, and you can add these, you know, in a year or two's. For example, if you once you get your tax credit, if you do qualify for the whole tax credit, this would allow you to pay for those options at a later time.
So the other vehicle specs I wanted to hit on real quick are the actual size of the vehicle. So a lot of people have been asking, will it fit in my garage? Because the Model S and X are actually very big cars. So the length of the Model 3 is 184.8 inches, and the length of a Model S is 196. So that is almost a full foot shorter. So on the width, the Model 3 is 76.1 inches, whereas the Model S is 86.2, and that is with the mirrors actually extended. So yeah, you will save almost a good 10 inches on that. So if you do have a tight garage space, especially like maybe New York or something, another thing to consider. The Model 3 actually has one of the best drag coefficients of all cars at a 0.23, and combine that with the lower curb rate, that is why it can be so efficient with these smaller batteries and go such a distance. The body is actually a hybrid between steel and aluminum, whereas the Model S and the X are an aluminum body. So that is also a difference. Hopefully it will be easier for body shops to work with.
Okay, so currently they are just building the long-range Model 3, and that's mostly going to employees for now, but later this year, probably about October through December, they're going to have the shorter range battery available for those who are current Tesla owners and who placed their reservation on March 31st of 2016 or shortly thereafter. If you're interested in receiving an all-wheel drive vehicle, those are going to be coming later. Next year. Again, if you are a owner who placed your reservation on that first date, those are now looking like they're going to be available starting around May through July of next year. If you aren't a Model 3 owner, or you didn't place your reservation, and you aren't on the West Coast or the western part of the United States, and those dates are going to be a little bit later, it looks like for the long-range battery, the soonest you're going to be able to see that is probably around November through January. It's later this year, beginning of next year. That shorter-range battery model is going to be available in January through March of next year, and then they're expecting the all-wheel drive model to be available to those reservation holders around September through November of next year. So it's going to be a bit of a wait. But for people who are just now placing their orders, it's going to be more like 2019 before their cars are going to be available.
Even in that short time over the past few days, our estimated range for when we would receive a all-wheel drive Model 3 went from September to November 2018 all the way up to May and July. So it is definitely increased so far. So if you have not gone onto your My Tesla page and you reserved a Model 3, go ahead and click on the option you're looking to buy and go ahead and hit save. It does not lock you in. You can change it at any time, but that will really help Tesla know what model everyone is looking for. So if we all click on all-wheel drive, I'm pretty sure they're going to hustle to work on all-wheel drive and get it out even quicker. Just give them an idea, and also comment down below with what you are. Another big thing we actually just saw, some of the press kit photos. After playing with some brightness and everything, we were able to see there's actually a camera right above the rear view mirror. I don't know. It's not a camera that's mainly focused towards the driver, I don't think. I don't think it has anything to do with the driver paying attention, because most of those cameras have to be kind of like right in front of the driver to see where their eyes are going.
Yeah, there's been discussion about that, but as Eric said, it seems like it's more of a wide-angle camera, so it would look at your entire vehicle, so you can see both front and rear seats. So we're thinking it might have something to do with the Tesla network. So if you do ever in the future decide to send your car out when it's autonomous to pick up rides on the Tesla network, you want to be able to see who's in your car and what they're doing.
Yeah.
So that could be what it's for. We don't know.
Yeah, we have no idea yet, but it was really interesting to see something like that, and Tesla's already confirmed that camera will be there. It will enable a functionality eventually with software updates, but they declined to comment any further, obviously. Also, being that I just hit 5,000 subscribers, I know I was going to do a giveaway, and I told you all I would. Thank you all so much for subscribing, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe. So we're going to go ahead and do a quick giveaway. We have two of these. So these are the Echo Dots. We have a black one, and we have a white one, and 1 week we will do a drawing with all your names. Much like I did last time, we will use Alexa to pick a name and go ahead and give one of these away. Your choice, whether you get white or black, leave that up to you. So go ahead and comment down below. Be sure to like the video, and you will be entered into that. Unfortunately though, it is only US because these are US plug. And also we have had some issues in the past shipping overseas. We will work on getting some overseas prizes soon. We just need to figure out a better logistical way so that things don't get lost in the mail. So if you are looking for a Model S or X new or used, feel free to check out our website, teslainventory.com. We go over all of Tesla's data and have broken down all the option codes, so you can search by any option code they have ever offered. Super easy to use, and we're actually doing some changes to it. Yeah. So it will be getting a little bit of a facelift and some updates here. And if you are looking for a newer inventory, feel free to use the referral code at the top. That will score you free unlimited supercharging as well as $1,000 off and help unlock certain reward prizes for us. So any help is appreciated. you have any questions, feel free to email me. Link is in the description and on the website. Feel free to thumbs up if you're excited for the Model 3, as I'm pretty sure everybody is. It was super hyped, awesome event. Go ahead and click here to subscribe, here for some more videos, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Sun's coming up, can't even think about it, dreams in a cup. Just wanna dance about it, lose our minds.